Alright, what's up everybody? What's going on? How's everyone doing today? What's up? Let's have a more conversational pre-stream today, shall we? I really don't have anything too crazy to talk about today. Today's business as usual, folks. 2 streams today. We'll be doing Dark Souls right here on the first stream. If you're not caught up yet, because I know a lot of you aren't caught up yet, because last night I did an impromptu Dark Souls 2 stream that I wasn't planning on doing. I don't know how many of you were even aware of that. If you weren't following my Twitter, you probably have no idea, right? You may not even be caught up. You may not be aware of where we are. So, yeah, yesterday I played Destiny 2 beta and it sucked. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna pull any punches here. Wasn't very good. It was pretty much the same as the first game. The only thing I liked was this one mode called Countdown, which is pretty much the same as, what is it, Search and Destroy? Whatever that game mode is in Call of Duty. It's pretty much exactly the same. And that was pretty fun. But everything else in the beta was very lackluster, very disappointing. Nothing good. People watching on the stream were falling asleep. And I don't think anyone watching on YouTube really particularly liked it either. Which is hilarious. Because, you know, everyone's saying to me this morning, Phil, how could you say that Destiny 2 isn't good when it's getting so many views on Twitch? Well, why don't you take a look at all the things that get tons of views everywhere and tell me that they're all good? Because last time I checked, a lot of this stuff is pretty crap. It's for a watered-down, mainstream, widespread audience that doesn't know what's good from what's bad. Basically, they buy into hype. They're sheep. They believe the bullshit, you know? And I hate to say it, but when you watch big-time streamers and big-time YouTubers who are all shilling the game, because they are, by the way, because they're all getting paid by fucking Activision and Bungie to do so, of course, the common person who isn't educated is going to think the game is good. This is what they did last time, too. This is how the first Destiny game sold. They had the same fucking advertisement campaign saying it was going to a life-changing gameplay experience. You'll never be the same after you play Destiny 1. You're right, because I was $60, you know, poorer, and I got nothing for it. So, yeah, it's not good. I don't care what any other streamer or YouTuber says. Destiny 2 looks like shit. It looks just as bad as the first game. In fact, it pretty much is the first game. With almost no tweaks and no new additions at all. They really put zero effort into this fucking game. And they're gonna make tons of money. You know what I mean? They're gonna make tons of money because, basically people are dumb. I don't even know what else to say. I really don't. The only person who really could play Destiny 2 and get a lot out of it would be a person who has a group of friends, a dedicated group of friends who like doing co-op games all the time. Alright? And quite honestly, there's better co-op games out there. But if you're looking for a co-op game that you're going to get longevity out of and is going to have a high player base, I guess Destiny 2 is it. Although why you would want to play that game over far superior games with better frame rate, better gameplay, better graphics, and better everything, I have no idea. But again, people buy into the hype, right? So that's what I mean. If you're into the social aspect of the game, where you're going to, you know, be with friends or whatever, playing it, okay, I get it. Outside of that, there's really no reason whatsoever, to play the game. So anyway, I did this yesterday thinking it was going to take up my whole day. It did not. It only took up maybe about 3 hours to get through the entirety of the beta, which is pretty pathetic. You would think that they would put in more than 2 multiplayer modes, maybe more than 1 quick co-op mission. They really didn't put a lot of effort into the beta at all. They really didn't. So, I last night said, well, I have a choice. I want to do something, you know, at night. But what am I going to do? So I decided that, I would. Whoa, I am lagged up here. Hold on a second. I just realized that my Muxie on my laptop is lagging badly, too. Let me see if I can get it to reload. Because I see that someone just cheered, and I can't see it at all. It's not... Wow, it's not loading at all. What is going on? I might have to totally reload Muxy here. Yep, I have to. Alright, apologies, everyone. Muxy is my dashboard where I see people who are following and cheering and tipping and subbing. And that's where I get my data from to give you your thank you shoutouts. And it crashed on me. I'm trying to reload it right now. Here we go. Alright, it's reloading. Good. Nice, and we already got a few, cheers. So, thank you for that. I'll give you your thank you shoutouts in a moment. Okay? Alright, but anyway, getting back to the subject. So last night, I needed something else to do. Okay? And I had a choice. I said I could either do more Danganronpa 2 or I could do more Dark Souls 2. Either way, it was going to be an impromptu stream where I knew I wasn't going to get a lot of people because I hadn't announced it previously. And I decided, being that there's a few other things that I want to get to by the end of July, that I would do more Dark Souls 2. So for those who have not caught up, last night in Dark Souls 2, I almost completed the Old Iron King DLC. I basically went through a lot of the areas that are incredibly annoying, okay? Just really fucking annoying areas. Where, basically, gauntlets of enemies, you know, the run up to the Smelter Demon boss is incredible bullshit. There's a few rooms in this DLC where it's incredibly close quarters. Just really silly stuff. But I got through it. And I'm at the very end now. So really, people are telling me I only maybe have about maybe 30 minutes left of the DLC. I got one major boss, and then there's one optional boss to do. And then I'm pretty much done. So, that being said, it looks like I will be completing the Old Iron King DLC on stream today. And then I'll be moving on and we'll be doing the Ivory King DLC. Okay? So that's next. So what's left in Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin? Well, we've got the Ivory King DLC, which will probably take a couple sessions to complete. We've got the Dark Lurker, right? Which completely and utterly whooped my fucking ass the last time I tried it. So we're going to have to try to complete that again. Then there's the Ancient Dragon. Alright. Then there's King Vendrick. Okay. Then there's the true final area of the game. Then, after that, there's the optional final boss for this expansion of the game. So, probably today, tomorrow, and then maybe, like, Saturday, it's looking, to possibly finish it up. Or it could be long. It all depends, because what if the Dark Lurker completely whoops my ass, right? What if I can't beat the Ancient Dragon for some reason, which I couldn't do in my first playthrough? Well, then it's going to extend the playthrough, obviously. So there you go. The next few days, that's what you can expect. It's going to be basically the conclusion of my Dark Souls 2 run, which has now been going on for a good 3 weeks, right? It's been quite a long run. But hey, I've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it too. Now, once I complete Dark Souls 2, I'll be starting up Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. That's right, the horror-themed DLC expansion for Red Dead Redemption that released the same year as the game. It's incredibly good. If you remember, there's a lot of fun optional stuff like catching the horses of the apocalypse, and the Yeti side mission, and all the zombies you gotta kill, and it's pretty good. It's a really good DLC. And it basically is, what, I would say it's probably enough for 2 or 3 sessions of gameplay. If I remember, the DLC is anywhere from 6 to 8 hours long. I can't remember how long it took me to beat it last time. Okay. But that's what I'm going to be doing next, alright? Now, I'm going to be balancing that with the Danganronpa 2 playthrough at night. What I'm going to be doing is doing the Danganronpa 2 playthrough a little bit more consistently, okay? So you're going to see tonight, tomorrow night, probably Monday night, Tuesday night, you're going to see 2 hours of Danganronpa 2 pretty much every night. I'm going to try to hunker down with that at the end of the month here, because I want to get pretty far into it. I'm hoping to maybe finish up Chapter 2 tonight, and then maybe Chapter 3 start tomorrow, Chapter 4, or Chapter 3 maybe continuing and ending early next week into Chapter 4. I want to get a big tear into the game because I know the game is long, duh, and I'm going to try to play it so that I can maybe beat it maybe by mid-August. I figure if I play it more consistently, I should be able to beat it by, say, mid-August. Because, let's face it, once the new releases start coming out, that's all anyone's going to want to see. No one's going to want to watch me play a new release during the day and then take 2 hours at night to play Danganronpa 2. Okay? And again, I apologize to anyone who doesn't give a shit about Danganronpa 2. I like the game, but I understand why people would be disappointed because it really was a bad time to play the game, in my opinion. I just played Danganronpa 1, and we all know the game's incredibly long. We know the game has way too much dialogue, which I have to read all of it. And with all the allergy problems that I was having over the past month and a half, it was too hard to do it. I couldn't even fucking read, right? I was losing my voice every day. So, hey, it's Patron's Choice, and that's what happens. But that's why for this month's Patreon goal of Patron's Choice, I laid down the law and I said, no more of this shit. Seriously. No more of this incredibly 100-hour-long, narrative-based, visual novel JRPG stuff. I can't do it anymore, man. Alright. So, ladies and gents, that's kind of the deal. Dark Souls 2 paired with Danganronpa, completing Dark Souls 2, heading on to Undead Nightmare. By the way, next week also I'll be doing a session of Overwatch when the new character Doomfist releases. And at the very end of this month, one of the final days of the month, I'm going to be doing a Indies Marathon, okay? So lots of stuff coming up at the end of July, and I hope that you guys and gals will check it all out, alright? Sound good? Now, FYI, everyone in the stream chat's talking about all the current events today. Yes, it's true. O.J. Simpson has been released on bail. A lot of people don't even realize that he was in jail for armed robbery and not for the murder of his wife. A lot of people don't realize that. He's on bail. Yes, it's true. The lead singer of Linkin Park, Chester, has committed suicide. All this is true. And I know people undoubtedly will be talking about it in the stream chat today, and that's okay. But I figure I should at least say something about it so people don't come in spamming the stream chat asking me if I heard. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh my god. Low Drag in the stream chat said, OJ killed Chester? Oh, no. Oh my god. OJ killed Chester? Oh my god. Wow. I don't even know how to react to that. Anyway, yes, all that news is true. For further information on those stories, I recommend you search social media for all of people's ridiculous reactions, because it's not fun to read the news, it's fun to see their silly reactions. Anyway. Alright. So, I think that's it, folks. Let's just quickly go through plugs, and then we'll get started, okay? You know, I got a lot to do today. Got to finish up this first DLC, get to the next DLC. Well, the second DLC, get to the third DLC, you know. No time for lollygagging. Okay? Alright. So, thank you, everyone, for being here. Hopefully, you enjoyed today's gameplay stream of Dark Souls 2. Keep in mind, later tonight will be Danganronpa 2, just to reiterate. Hopefully, you have a good time. If you enjoy these daily live streams, if you enjoy my daily on-demand videos on YouTube, if you like everything I do and you want to see me continue to do it on a daily basis, keep this stuff going, keep the broadcast going, there are many ways that you can support my efforts, okay? The first would be Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. There's 11 days left in July, folks. 11 days left for you to pledge to my Patreon. I'm $100 under the monthly goal, okay? There's still plenty of time to hit it. Still plenty of time. I just want to urge anyone, if you're interested, to pledge. There's multiple reasons why. First of all, obviously, your pledges allow me to keep doing this. Pays the bills. Keeps the electricity running. Keeps the internet going. Pays for the cost of games. Pays for the cost of equipment and stuff that I need to keep doing this. All right? Number 2, you get personal perks. Like text or verbal thank yous, excuse me. Or you could get a premium forum access and participate in the monthly goal events, which we'll talk about in a moment. Or you can get your questions answered on my Q&A show, Ask the King, every other month. Or you can even get a private Q&A video made. All right, there's lots of reasons to pledge. Lots of cool perks you could get for it. But, in particular this month, if you pledge $5 or more, it's the next Patron's Choice event. So, you know, right now I'm doing Danganronpa 2. But once Danganronpa 2 is done, there has to be another downtime game. You'll be nominating and voting on what game it'll be, and I'm ruling out JRPGs, narrative-based, incredibly long, drawn-out visual novel-style games. So for the first time in 2.5 years, we may actually see an action-based game. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so that being said, it should be good. I'm excited for it, and I hope that you're excited for it, too. Alright? So please, pledge $5 or more by the end of this month in order to participate in that goal. However, we have to hit the funding level, so there's still $100 left to go. It's not very hard to hit that. People, please consider pledging if you can, and I want to say thank you to those who have pledged previously, alright? Winderfiend in the stream chat just asked a question. Does Nier Automata count? No, Nier Automata is completely different, dude. It's not a JRPG. It's not a narrative-based game. It's action-based. 100% Nier Automata could be the Patron's Choice playthrough. Maybe it'll be, please do a second and third run through the game. Okay, if that gets nominated and it wins the vote, that's what I'll do. Alright? But that's the thing. It has to happen. Alright? People have to pledge, we have to hit the goal, and it has to win the vote. Alright? Okay. In addition to Patreon, there's also my Teespring shop, which you've seen some little advertisements for here on the pre-stream. Anything you buy from my Teespring shop gives me a pretty significant commission that helps me out. Really great high-quality t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, mugs, anything. It's all great stuff. Please consider buying some stuff if you haven't, alright? And then, last but not least, folks, obviously, if you are here watching the stream, you are participating in a fun event, live, right? Well, there's ways you can support me live. You can either cheer with bits, you can subscribe to the channel, or you could tip me, alright? Now, if you do any of those 3 things, I will give you a verbal shout-out. However, keep in mind, if you leave a message that's insulting or troll-like, I can skip it. It's at my discretion to ignore you if you're insulting me or saying something really stupid, okay? If you cheer 50 bits or more, if you click on the share button after subscribing to the channel, or if you tip me $2 or more, you'll get an on-screen pop-up notification as a thank you. And this is cool because this is basically double recognition. You get the visual recognition and you'll get audio recognition when I give you a verbal shout-out, okay? In fact, let's do some shout-outs right now from people who already have cheered and stuff during the stream, okay? Let me scroll down here. So first of all, shout out to Miss Monique, who did a 500-bit cheer before I even turned on the stream. Thank you, Miss Monique, for that. I appreciate it. Thank you to Mountain Honey, who did a 10-bit cheer and said, hey, Phil, did you know that those... I'm not even going to... Dude. He's giving a plug to my detractors, which I'm not going to bother with, so I'm not going to read it. Okay. Told you I have the discretion to read it or not. Shout out to Nort, who oddly sounds like Mort, someone who we know, who did a $2 tip and said, will you do the Dragon of the North DLC? I already did. That was the name of the first DLC for Neo. So I already did it. I didn't finish it because it sucked, but I did play it. Okay, Mountain Honey did another 10-bit cheer. He says, I love that you're playing Dark Souls 2. Some people say your Dark Souls 2 playthrough is like your chat playing the game. What dumbasses they are. Yes, they are dumbasses. They are dumbasses. This is correct. They are dumbasses. They don't know what they're talking about. Just because I do a build that people recommended to me for years, you know. And yeah, people are saying, dude, if you go here, you can fight a secret boss. Yeah, that makes sense, because if I'm not going to find the secret boss, then obviously I'm not doing a full-on playthrough. So obviously, yeah, people are telling me where to find the secret shit that normally I wouldn't find. And that's okay. By the way, this is an interactive stream. Hold on, let me repeat myself. Everyone ready? Hold on. This is an interactive stream. It means that there's a stream chat that I read. It means that there will be interaction. That's the fucking point. I'm not isolated playing the game by myself in a room like I used to do for YouTube. It's been different since March. Anyone who's complaining about this is a fucking moron. There you have it, folks. These people are morons. Alright. Shout out to Silent General, who did a 100-bit cheer. He says, really looking forward to today's stream. I am too. Thank you. Mountain Honey did another 10-bit cheer. More trolling shit. I'm ignoring you. At this point, it's obvious you're a troll. And it's, by the way, you're full of shit anyway. Fairly Stone did a 10-bit cheer and says, Dark Souls only streamer when Kappa. I don't think I'm going to be a Dark Souls only streamer ever. I'm just saying. I don't think that's ever going to happen. And shout out to They Call Me Jim Bob. Who apparently tipped $1, okay? And he says, did you hear that WWE 2K19... alright, whatever. It's another troll tip, by the way. I started reading the rest of it, and it's a troll tip. So, thank you for the $1, troll. As we say, let's all say it collectively together, everyone. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Thanks for the money, dummies. There you go. Thank you, dummies. Alright, and... thank you to Between a Cock and a Hard Place, who did a $1 tip and says, lots of sad news today, but my dick is hard and at the ready. P.S. I'm still waiting on Naughty Nightwear. Okay. And shout out to Freakalizer, who did a 10-bit cheer and said, hi, Dad Phil. Don't ask me what that means, but thank you for the cheer. And thank you to Fairly Stone for another 10-bit cheer, and he said, thanks for the money, dummies. Oh my goodness, these people. They never learn. They never learn. I don't get it. Alright. Alright, is everyone ready? Are we ready to begin? I'm ready. I hope you're ready. Are you ready? Break it down. Degenerate into something... oh, no, wait. Something else. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. Alright, before I begin, hold on. I'm checking my phone. I want to make sure nothing's going on. My phone finally stopped blowing up. Alright. Oh, stretch. Wow. Oh, man. Monster stretch right there. Damn. Alright, got another troll tip from Moore. Another $2. He says, Phil, when are you going to play the Bible Black visual novel? I wasn't aware one existed. Why do you need a visual novel when there's already a hentai anime for it? Wouldn't that be going backwards? That would be going backward. Alright. Let's do it. Let's start. Dark Souls 2. Scholar of the First Sin. Old Iron King DLC. Let's finish it off, folks. Here we go.